Hey there to our 169 subscribers, our future subscribers, and all the people that secretly watch us without subscribing. We attempted this video once, but I forgot to turn the microphone on. So we're starting over, and you're just in luck because the refrigerator stopped buzzing just in time. So what we're doing is we're playing Temu's version of Would You Rather, and it's called Shitty Choices. I don't know if you can see that through the glare. So what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and read the cards that we already did and give our answers again. Or would you rather just start with new cards?
You can read those. It doesn't matter to me.
Okay. We'll just go through these real quick, the ones that we already did. Well, no, that's not that fun because we already read them. Yeah. Okay, we're just going to skip the ones we already did.
Maybe I should take my glasses off.
It don't matter. I got glare on my glasses too.
I know.
I'm pointing up there because that's where it looks at. But yeah. Okay, would you rather have chopsticks for hands or office chair wheels for feet?
A.
You'd rather have chopsticks for hands?
It's better than having the other.
So why would you rather have the chopsticks for hands?
Well, if you have enough chopsticks, you can use them for hands. See?
I would rather have the office chair wheels for feet just so I can go places faster. I think it'd be more fun.
It might.
Sorry, we had to start over. Would you rather die someday or live forever even if everyone else dies and the planet is destroyed?
No, die someday.
Yeah, I would rather die someday. I don't want to live forever because that would just get boring and old. Although, I mean, it'd be nice to be able to learn how to do everything I want to do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, what's the point?
Not much.
I mean, at some point, you're just going to be too tired to deal with it all. You'll end up grouchy and grumpy and not like anybody. Would you rather give up all drinks except for water or give up eating anything cooked in an oven? So would you rather drink only water forever or would you rather give up all food that's baked?
Probably the first.
The first one, you'd rather just drink water forever?
Yeah.
I pretty much do anyway.
I do too.
But also, it'd be easy to give up foods that are baked because there's other ways to cook things.
I know.
And I put lemon in my water, so I don't know if I'd want just water because I have to have lemon in it. So I think I'd give up baked food.
Yeah.
Besides, when I bake food, it has a tendency to have lots of sugar and stuff in it, and it's not good for us.
And salt.
Well, no, it's just usually like cookies and cakes and stuff. Would you rather be born again in a totally different life or be born again with all the knowledge you have now? So if there was a such thing as reincarnation, would you rather just start over with no knowledge or would you rather start over with everything you already know?
With everything I already know.
That means all the good and bad you've been through and everything. I'd rather start over with everything I know.
That's what I said.
Because that's like taking shortcuts. And I love learning, and that just gives me more room to learn more.
Yeah.
Oh. Would you rather only be able to drink from a straw or never be able to use a fork?
The first.
You'd rather only be able to drink from a straw?
No. Well, it says never be able to.
So either, it's either you have to drink from a straw when you want to drink something, or you're not allowed to ever use a fork again.
Yeah. Never use fork again.
Yeah, I'd rather never use a fork again because I don't like straws.
Yeah.
I'd get annoyed if I had to drink everything out of a straw. Although it'd slow me down.
It would.
But I'd rather just not have a fork anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather get tipsy from one sip and ridiculously drunk from one drink, or never get drunk no matter how much alcohol you drink?
Well, I don't drink, so that's a good question.
I don't know if they can hear you.
I know. No, what was that again?
You have to talk loud enough for the camera. It says, would you rather get tipsy from one sip and ridiculously drunk from one drink, or never get drunk no matter how much alcohol you drink?
Might as well say A because that happened to me when I got married.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to get tipsy just from one sip.
I did.
Because although I rarely drink, if I took one sip and got tipsy, then like the rest of the night's just kind of ruined, in my opinion.
That's all right. I didn't remember the rest of the night. Not very night.
Would you rather never receive any junk mail or spam email or telemarketing calls? So do you want to give up all telemarketing calls or all spam email?
All spam email.
I'd rather give up all telemarketing calls because the email I can just delete.
Oh. The other
telemarketing calls.
Oh, I can just
people
hang
are
up
in.
I can hang up on those telemarketing calls.
I know, but they keep calling back.
And
Even when you tell them not to call you anymore, they still call back.
I just hang up on them.
Yeah. I don't know. I used to work as a telemarketer, though. And I always felt guilty every day.
Oh.
Especially on Saturdays. I hated early Saturday mornings when I'd call people and they're all like hungover.
Yeah.
It felt really bad. Would you rather have all dogs try to attack you when they see you, or all birds attack you when they see you? So do you want to be attacked by all the dogs you see or all the birds you see?
All birds.
Yeah?
Yeah, dogs have teeth.
Birds have beaks.
I know they do.
They can both kill you.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you rather be attacked by dogs? Or by birds?
They don't have teeth.
I think I'd rather be attacked by dogs because I think it's easier to hide from a dog than a bird. Because if you were attacked by all the birds you see every time you walked outside, who knows how many are just lurking around.
Yeah.
I think there's more birds out there than dogs.
Oh, when I went over to Dollar General after I left Priscilla's, the pickup right next to me is a dog about that tall, was in the pickup with the window down. And as soon as I got out of the car, it puts its paw out there for me to shake. And then so I took a hold of his paw, and the next thing I know, it's licking my face.
I don't know if they're going to be able to hear you as quietly as you're talking.
It was a very friendly dog. Then the owner was getting ready to come out.
Would you rather be reincarnated as a fly when you die, or just cease to exist?
Just cease to exist.
Yeah, I'd rather cease to exist. I don't want to be a fly. I'm so grossed out by flies. If I actually had to be one, and then you have somebody that'll smash you like pretty quickly anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not like you'd live very long.
I know.
Although if you reincarnated as a fly, then you could reincarnate as something else after that, because it wouldn't last long. Would you rather never be able to drink soft drinks ever again, or only be able to drink soft drinks? So would you rather never have soda or only have soda?
Only have soda.
You'd rather only have soda? You like soda that much? I'd rather just never have soda again. I don't drink that much soda. I drink the Coke that comes in the glass bottles for headaches.
Yeah.
Every once in a while I'll drink a squirt for like nausea or something. But other than that, I don't really drink soda.
I don't drink that much.
But you'd rather have soda for the rest of your life than not have any?
Yeah. I can do without it.
My nose keeps itching.
That's right.
Would you rather find a text of your significant other sending nudes to someone else or asking for nudes?
Do I?
If you were dating somebody,
Oh,
would you rather find out that they were sending nudes to somebody or that they were asking somebody to send them nudes?
news.
Nudes, like naked pictures.
Oh,
Would you rather them send naked pictures to somebody or them to ask for naked pictures?
I guess ask. I don't know.
You'd rather them ask?
Uh,
I would rather them ask, because if they're sending them, then I just feel like they're giving themselves away.
Yeah.
And if I'm in a relationship, I expect that person to just be with me. So, although I don't really want them asking for them either, but that would defeat the purpose of the game.
Yeah. It would.
Would you rather be unable to use search engines or unable to use any social media? Do you even use search engines?
No,
Like, do you Google stuff?
not too much. Well, sometimes I do.
So you'd rather be unable to use search engines so you can use your social media?
Yeah.
As long as I have ChatGPT, I don't care about search engines, because I can just go there and it can do all the searching for me. I don't know if that would like contradict the card or not,
I don't know.
but I'd rather just. I don't use Google much anymore anyway. Very rare.
Well, I don't do that much. I don't do the other either.
Would you rather have to permanently they worded this wrong. Would you rather have to permanently give up salt or all things chocolate? Would you rather give up salt or chocolate?
Chocolate.
I'd rather give up chocolate. Why would you rather give up chocolate?
Because I prefer salt.
Salt is in everything.
I know.
If they took salt out of all food,
It would be tasteless.
yeah, it would really ruin things.
And chocolate's not good for us anyway.
No. Would you rather wear someone else's dirty underwear or use someone else's toothbrush?
Neither.
You gotta pick one. Would you rather wear somebody else's dirty underwear
No.
or use someone else's toothbrush?
I could use the toothbrush after I bleached it.
That's kind of a hard one, because for me, I'm like, okay, thinking the toothbrush would like germs in your mouth. I don't want somebody else's germs in my mouth unless it's somebody I'm
The
dating.
underwear could have germs.
But then, yeah, the underwear, like, what if they have a disease that's like transfers in clothing?
Mhm.
But I think most diseases don't transfer through clothing, and it doesn't really specify how dirty. Does dirty just mean they wore it one day?
Mhm.
Or does dirty mean they actually got them dirty?
But you can bleach that toothbrush and then
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be using their dirty stuff.
that's right.
So I think I would rather I'd rather wear their dirty underwear than have their toothbrush in my mouth.
Well,
Because
you know,
I think it would gross me out more to have the toothbrush
if
in my
somebody has dentures, they don't have to worry about that, do they?
mouth. Yeah, not supposed to use toothbrushes on dentures. Would you rather be able to see 10 minutes into your own future or be able to see 10 minutes into the future of anyone but yourself?
10 minutes to another person's.
You want to see 10 minutes into everybody's future except for your
You
own?
said everybody's?
It says, would you rather be able to see 10 minutes into your own future or 10 minutes into everybody's future
You
except
said-
for yours?
You said anyone
Yeah.
but yourself.
10 minutes into your future or 10 minutes into everybody but you?
Myself.
10 minutes into your own future? And what's your
Yeah.
reason?
Just so you know, that is the future.
I would like to see 10 minutes into my own future so I can minimize some of the stupid things I say.
Uh-huh.
But because if I really don't want to see 10 minutes into other people's future, because then you'll have people harassing you all the time wanting to know what to do.
Yeah.
And you'll never get any peace. But like I said, I'd rather, eliminate stupid things I say.
Oh. Maybe you got more than one.
Huh. We already read that card. Apparently there's 2 in the deck. That was the salt and chocolate one.
Wow.
They messed up. Would you rather be stupid in a world of smart people or be smart in a world of stupid people?
I'm probably stupid in a world with smart people.
Why?
Because then they might make you smart.
How would somebody make you smart?
They might teach you something.
True. I would rather be smart in a world of stupid people, because even though the people would annoy me, I would feel like I'm accomplishing things. I think if I was stupid, I wouldn't feel like I'm accomplishing much.
Oh.
As it is, I still don't feel like I'm accomplishing enough, no matter how much I do.
Yeah, but you do accomplish stuff.
Would you rather have out-of-control body hair or out-of-control body odor?
I must know what you would
Do you want a lot of body hair or a lot of body odor?
That's a good one, because if you don't want either one, Well, I don't want body odor.
How come you're talking so quiet tonight?
I said I don't want body odor.
Okay, so you'd rather have out-of-control body hair?
Sure.
Me too. Because the odor thing, I wouldn't be able to live with myself.
Yeah.
Hair can be cut. Would you rather eat a shot glass full of wasps or eat the shot glass?
These are some good questions. No, I don't want to eat wasp. You can't really eat glass.
You gotta pick one. Wasps or glass?
I guess glass, because I don't want to eat wasp.
Yeah, I would rather eat the shot glass. Okay. Would you rather only be able to watch one TV show on repeat for the rest of your life, or only be able to watch the first episode of every show in existence?
Part B.
You'd like to watch the first episode of every show?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it sounds better than the other.
Well, for me, it depends on the type of show. Like, I could watch Charmed over and over.
Yeah.
But there are some TV shows that would get really boring really fast. But I think I would get annoyed if I could only see the first episode of every show. Because then you always want to know what's next, and you'll never know.
Just makes you curious.
Would you rather be the manager of a store with bad employees or be one of the bad employees?
Rather be the manager.
You'd rather be a manager of a store with all bad employees?
Yeah, because you can fire them.
Yeah. I would rather have bad employees than be a bad employee. Because I'd rather be mad at somebody else than to be mad at myself. And have everybody else mad at me.
Yeah, well.
Would you rather lose all your money and valuables or lose every picture you have ever taken?
This first one.
You'd rather lose all your money and valuables
Well, no.
instead of pictures?
No, I can forget the pictures.
Huh?
That doesn't matter.
Would you rather lose your money and valuables or lose your pictures?
Probably these pictures, because if you don't have money, how you can buy food to eat?
Well, I don't think they mean like the money to survive. I think they mean like money to buy things you want.
Oh.
So would you rather have pictures or stuff?
Pictures.
Yeah, I would rather have pictures. I have a habit of throwing out stuff all the time anyway. But the pictures, I always keep all pictures. Even when I'm decide I don't want to ever see a picture again, I still at least keep a digital copy. Because you never know. You might want to look at it or show it to somebody else someday.
Yeah.
Would you rather never be able to open any door or never be able to shut any door?
Never be able to shut any door.
Why?
Because it's better than...
You gotta speak up a
being
little.
It's better than being able to... not being able to open them.
Well, but what's your reason?
I don't have a reason.
See, my thinking is I'd rather never be able to shut a door, because if you can't ever open a door, that means you are either stuck inside forever or stuck outside forever. Unless other people can open the doors for you.
Well, if there's someone else there to do it.
But never being able to close a door, like what if you have to go to the bathroom real fast and you're out and about somewhere? You have to be able to open the door.
Yeah.
It might be embarrassing not to be able to shut it, but at least you'll be able to open it so you can use it.
Yeah, if they don't have it locked.
Most places do have them locked anymore.
Yeah.
Would you rather be famous for inventing a deadly new weapon or invent something that helps the world but someone else gets all the credit?
Second part.
You'd rather invent something and someone else get all the credit?
It's better than the first part.
Yeah, I would rather invent something that helps the world and have someone else get the credit, because at least I know I did something good.
Yeah, that's true.
Would you rather be in the real life version of Game of Thrones or the real life version of The Walking Dead?
The one with something thorns.
Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Do you know what Game of Thrones is?
No.
Me either. But I know The Walking Dead is zombies, and I don't want to be around zombies. So whatever the Game of Thrones is, I'm going for it, because whatever they are, I could probably hide from them or evade them better than zombies.
Yeah. Really don't want to be around zombies.
I've never seen either show, but...
Oh, I saw it.
You saw The Walking Dead?
No, the one with the zombies, yes.
Oh. Would you rather live without the internet or live without any air conditioning, fan, or heat?
The first.
You'd rather live without the internet?
Yeah. It gets hot.
I know in a few days I'm going to be saying I'd rather live without the internet because it's starting to get hot. But the reality is I use the internet for way too much.
Oh, I do too.
And so I'd rather live without the air conditioner, fans, and heating, because like you could always just go jump in a lake and cool off. Wrap up in blankets to get warm.
Mm-hmm.
Although we haven't gone to the lake in a really long time.
No, we haven't.
I do miss going. Used to be nice going and hanging out in the lake for like 2 hours, and then you come home and your body temperatures drop to where you just stay cool the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Would you rather be transported 500 years into the future or 500 years into the past?
Well, since I'm not 500 years old yet, that's a good question.
Which do you think you'd rather go to?
Probably 500 years into the future.
You'd rather go to the future?
Yeah.
I think the future would be interesting, and although, I don't really want the Black Plague, I think I'd like to go to 1500, the year 1500.
Yeah.
I think I would like that. I think I'd like to go to 500 years in the past. Besides, I'd know more than anybody there.
It would.
They'd think I was psychic. Would you rather face your fears or forget you have them?
Face the fears.
I don't know how to answer this question because I don't have any fears.
No.
So, I imagine if I was able to feel them, I think I'd rather forget them than face them. Because if there was something that was like really scaring me, I would imagine I wouldn't want to go and like approach it.
Probably not.
I'd probably just rather go do something else.
Yeah.
But that's just a theory.
Yeah.
Would you rather be so afraid of heights that you can't go to the second floor of a building, or be so afraid of the sun that you can only leave the house on rainy days?
Be so afraid of the sun, only leave the house on rainy days.
I think if we lived in the city, that would make sense. But, I mean, I know I'm living on the second floor. But if I wasn't, and I was afraid of the second floor, there's really not a lot of second floors around this area.
No.
Most of the buildings are one story, so...
But I love going walking in the rain.
Well, yeah, but you could still walk in the rain even no matter which one. It was asking, would you rather be afraid of heights so you can't go to the second floor, or would you rather be afraid of the sun so you can't leave the house unless it's raining?
Well, then the first one's better.
Yeah, I've got to leave the house for a lot of things even though I don't want to. So I'd rather be afraid of heights than be afraid of the sun. Being afraid of the sun would be a lot more paralyzing. Would you rather eat an egg with a half-formed chicken inside or eat 3 cooked cockroaches?
Yeah. Neither.
Would you rather eat an egg that's got a half-formed chicken in it or 3 cooked cockroaches?
I guess the half-formed chicken.
Yeah, I would rather have the half-formed chicken because, I mean, we eat eggs. We technically eat chicken. I mean, I don't anymore. But if it was between eating a what do you call it? If it was between a chicken embryo and cockroaches, it would definitely be the chicken embryo because there's no way I'm sticking a cockroach in my mouth.
No, those things are nasty.
Just the thought of cockroaches gives me anxiety.
Yeah.
Would you rather freeze to death or burn to death?
Freeze to death.
Why?
Because I don't want to be burnt.
That's your whole reason? I'm going to play this back and I probably won't even be able to post it because nobody's going to hear a word you're saying. You're just whispering pretty much. But I don't know. I would rather freeze to death because I've heard that when you freeze to death, you get really, really cold for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you get warm. And then you just kind of fall asleep.
Uh-huh.
Burning to death is so violent and aggressive. That would be horrible.
Yeah, it would.
Would you rather spend the rest of your life wearing only a wedding dress or a mankini?
What?
I'm guessing that means like a man's version of a bikini. So basically like a Speedo. No top, just a Speedo.
The first part.
Yeah, I'd rather wear a wedding dress the rest of my life, even though it'd be in the way and it'd get too hot. I'd rather wear, but then again, yeah, there's different types of wedding dresses.
Yeah, there is.
You can get ones that are not that bulky. Although I don't wear dresses. I think I'd still rather wear dresses than a man's bikini. Would you rather watch pimple popping videos every day or live with a giant pimple on your forehead?
A.
Yeah, I'd rather watch the videos than have them. I mean, I don't want a big pimple on my face. I've never watched the videos, but... Would you rather have everything you draw become real, but be terrible at drawing, or be able to fly, but only as fast as you can walk? So, in other words, would you rather draw really bad drawings of things and have them come to life, or would you rather fly slow?
I'd rather fly slow.
I'd rather fly slow. For me, just because even if I was going slow, flying just seems like it'd be so refreshing and like you go up higher and get some fresh air.
Yeah, it might be fun. I guess I want this one.
Would you rather be able to detect any lie you hear or have any lie you tell be automatically believed?
Well, since I don't think it's right to lie, the first part is what I would do.
Yeah, I would rather be able to detect any lie here so I can make an educated decision on whether I want that person around.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been about half an hour and we got to eat dinner.
Okay.
So, thank you
You're welcome.
for sitting here with me and going through these weird questions.
Oh,
And,
it's fun.
yeah, we'll have to do something else sometime. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. And get your friends to do the same thing. And if anybody wants the spare card, oh, I'm kidding. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.